Welcome back, adventurers of the eerie and enthusiasts of the enigmatic, to another episode of Tabletop Mythology. If you've ever felt the thrill of a chilling tale whispered by campfire light or glimpsed something inexplicable out of the corner of your eye, you're in the right place. Today, we're not just venturing into the shadows, we're diving headfirst into the tales and legends that have shaped American folklore from coast to coast. From the misty forests of the Pacific Northwest to the swampy depths of the southern bayous, America is a treasure trove of mythical beasts and legendary creatures. We're counting down the top 10 mythical creatures that have not only captivated stories and sightings, but have also left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape of the nation. Prepare to be amazed, perhaps a little spooked, and certainly more curious than ever as we begin our journey into the unknown. Kicking off our countdown at number 10, we delve into the dark, misty swamps of Louisiana and the dense, shadowy forests of Quebec to uncover a creature that stirs fear and fascination in equal measure: the rugaru. This chilling entity is not just a figment of the imagination, but a cornerstone of the local folklore, embodying a menacing blend of man and wolf. The rugaru, also known as the loup-garou, shares its roots with the werewolf legends of medieval Europe, but it has taken on a distinctly American flavor in its transatlantic journey. According to legend, this creature emerges under the cloak of night, hunting for those who dare to trespass in its domain. The rugaru is said to be cursed, with the spell passing from person to person if any blood is drawn during its attack. Local tales warn of the rugaru's haunting presence for 101 days, after which, if you've managed to avoid speaking of or to the beast, the curse is lifted and it seeks a new victim. This tale has been used to enforce moral conduct and obedience, as well as to instill fear in those who might wander the nights during certain times of the year. Whether you see it as a wild myth or a cautionary tale against wandering the woods alone at night, the rugaru remains a powerful symbol of the mystical and the macabre that still haunts the cultural landscapes of North America. At number 9 on our list, we encounter the Piasa bird, a creature of such formidable appearance and profound mystery that it has been etched not only into the cliffs along the Mississippi River, but also into the very fabric of Native American folklore. This monstrous hybrid, part bird and part mammal, is no ordinary creature. It is adorned with fearsome horns and scales that glint as though forged from the earth itself. The Piasa bird originates from the rich storytelling traditions of the Illini people. Its name, Piasa, translates to the bird that devours man, a testament to the fear and awe this creature has inspired for centuries. According to legend, the Piasa bird was a voracious entity, its appetite so great that it threatened the very existence of local tribes until a brave chief managed to slay it, a heroic deed immortalized in a massive pictograph on the bluffs of the Mississippi River near present-day Alton, Illinois. But the Piasa bird is more than just a tale of terror. It is also considered a guardian of ancient mysteries, a protector of the spiritual world that watches over hidden knowledge and sacred sites. Some interpretations suggest that the Piasa bird serves as a warning to those who would disrespect these sacred spaces, embodying the balance between the natural and supernatural worlds. Today, the legend of the Piasa bird continues to captivate those who hear its story, serving as a reminder of the deep connections between the Illini people and the majestic landscapes of North America. Number 8 on our eerie expedition brings us face to face with the chilling wendigo, a creature born from the coldest, darkest winters of North America. This fearsome entity hails from the rich folklore of the Algonquian-speaking tribes, where it stands as a grim symbol of gluttony, greed, and the perils of excess. The wendigo is often depicted as a gaunt giant, its body stretched thin by starvation despite its insatiable hunger. Its very appearance is a horror to behold, with ashen skin pulled taut over protruding bones, eyes sunken deep into its skull and elongated limbs ending in claws that seem more skeletal than flesh. This creature is forever hungry, forever hunting, driven by a cursed appetite for human flesh. According to the legends, the wendigo is not just a monster roaming the woods, It is a spirit that can possess humans. Those who succumb to forbidden acts of cannibalism, especially during harsh winters, risk transforming into wendigos themselves, embodying the physical manifestation of their inner darkness. This transformation is not only a physical alteration, but a spiritual downfall that leads the afflicted further away from their humanity. The tales of the Wendigo serve as powerful cautionary stories, teaching the importance of community, sharing, and moderation. They warn against the dangers of allowing personal desires to overshadow the needs of others, illustrating how greed and selfishness can lead to devastation not only for the individual, but also for the community at large. Today, the Wendigo remains a potent symbol in the cultural consciousness, appearing in various forms of media and continuing to serve as a reminder of the dark paths human nature can take when pushed to the limits of survival and beyond. At number 7, we venture into the dense, shadow-filled expanse of the Pine Barrens in New Jersey, where the notorious Jersey Devil is said to lurk. This creature, with its startling and bizarre appearance, has not only become a centerpiece of local folklore, but also a symbol of horror that resonates across the country. Born from a tale that dates back to the 18th century, the Jersey Devil is described as having leathery, bat-like wings, a horse-like head, cloven hooves, and a forked tail. This ghastly figure is often depicted emitting a blood-curdling scream that echoes through the cold, dark nights of the Barrens. According to the most popular legend, the creature was the 13th child of Mother Leeds, a local woman who, in a moment of despair, cursed the child, declaring it would be the devil. On a stormy night in 1735, the cursed child was born normal, but then transformed into a grotesque creature, flying up the chimney and disappearing into the surrounding woods. Over the centuries, the Jersey Devil has been blamed for all manner of misfortune, from poisoned water and ruined crops to the mysterious disappearance of livestock. Sightings have spurred numerous investigations and hunts, some involving famous figures and large groups of armed men, all intent on capturing the elusive beast. Yet despite these efforts, the Jersey Devil has remained just beyond the grasp of solid proof, slipping back into the shadowy underbrush of folklore. The legend of the Jersey Devil is not just a chilling bedtime story, but also a rich part of New Jersey's heritage. It embodies the deep, primal fear of the unknown that lurks in the wild, untamed parts of the world. It serves as a reminder of the mysteries that might still hide in the unexplored corners of our landscapes and in the dark corners of our minds. At number 6, we delve into the shadowy tale of the Mothman, a figure that has become one of the most enigmatic and chilling modern myths in American folklore. First sighted in the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia in 1966, the Mothman is described as a large, humanoid creature with massive wings and glowing red eyes that pierce through the darkness of night. The first reported sighting of the Mothman occurred near the old West Virginia Ordnance Works, an abandoned TNT factory from World War II, adding a layer of eerie historical context to its origins. Witnesses described seeing a figure about 7 feet tall, with wings spanning 10 feet wide, which took off into the air like a helicopter. Its eyes, bright red and reflective, seemed to have a hypnotic effect on those who encountered it. Over the following year, Point Pleasant became a hotbed of Mothman sightings, with numerous residents reporting chilling encounters with this mysterious creature. The intensity of these sightings culminated in the tragic collapse of the Silver Bridge in December 1967, which some locals attributed to an omen forewarned by the Mothman's appearances. This event wove the Mothman forever into the fabric of the town's history, symbolizing a harbinger of doom in the eyes of some superstitious observers. The Mothman's story has not only inspired fear, but also a cultural following, featuring in books, films, and even an annual festival in Point Pleasant, celebrating its myth and mystery. Researchers and cryptozoologists have offered various explanations for the sightings, from misidentified bird species to elaborate hoaxes, yet none have definitively explained the Mothman's origins or its startling appearances. As we explore this captivating legend, we are reminded of the power of folklore to influence community identity and the way in which unexplained phenomena can capture the collective imagination, leaving a legacy of wonder and wariness. Coming in at number 5, we explore the lighter side of American folklore with the whimsical jackalope. This charming creature, a delightful blend of a jackrabbit and an antelope, captures the humor and creativity of folklore with its unique and playful nature. The jackalope is said to be a rabbit with antelope horns, sometimes depicted with a pheasant's tail, and various other mystical features, depending on the storyteller's flair. Legends of the jackalope suggest it can mimic human voices, and hunters would often claim to hear the creature mimicking their calls while camping in the wild. This ability to speak contributes to its trickster image, much like the coyote in Native American myths. Originating in the American West during the 1930s, the jackalope was popularized by a pair of enterprising brothers from Douglas, Wyoming. They began selling mounted jackalope heads as souvenirs, combining taxidermied rabbit carcasses with deer antlers. The novelty caught on, and soon the jackalope became a fixture in local bars, postcards and homes across the country. The jackalope embodies the playful spirit of tall tales used to pass the time and bring laughter to the daily lives of Americans during the Great Depression. It serves as a reminder of the joy and communal bonding that folklore can bring to communities. To this day, the town of Douglas, Wyoming proudly declares itself the home of the jackalope, celebrating this mythical creature with an annual festival and even issuing jackalope hunting licenses to tourists, albeit only available on June 31st, a date that humorously doesn't exist, keeping the myth safely in the realm of legend. As we celebrate the jackalope, we not only enjoy a good laugh, but also appreciate the imaginative power of folklore to create endearing myths that continue to bring smiles and spark conversations. And at number 4, we soar into the realms of the Thunderbird, a majestic and powerful creature steeped in Native American mythology. This awe-inspiring bird is not only a symbol of power and strength, but also a sacred figure believed to control the very elements of weather. The Thunderbird is described as an enormous bird, with a wingspan wide enough to gather clouds and winds in its wake. As it flies, its mighty wings are said to create the thunder and lightning that streak through the sky during storms. Different tribes have their own interpretations of the Thunderbird's appearance and significance, but common to many stories is its role as a protector of good, battling evil forces and monsters that threaten peace and stability. According to lore, the Thunderbird's eyes flash lightning, and the beating of its wings releases peals of thunder. It is often depicted carrying live snakes in its talons, which it drops from the sky as lightning bolts. Some stories recount how the Thunderbird is responsible for punishing those who break moral codes, reinforcing its role as an enforcer of law and order within the natural world. The presence of the Thunderbird in tribal rituals and art underscores its importance. It appears in totem poles, ceremonial dances and petroglyphs, serving as a guardian spirit with immense healing and protective powers. For many communities, the Thunderbird represents the supremacy of nature and the interconnectedness of life and the environment. As we reflect on the legend of the Thunderbird, we are reminded of the reverence and respect that indigenous peoples hold for the natural world. This mythical bird embodies the strength and spirituality of the elements, a powerful reminder of nature's dominance and mystery. As we edge closer to the pinnacle of our mythical journey across America, we're about to reveal the top 3 legends that have dominated the folklore landscape. If you've been captivated by the stories of mysterious and powerful creatures we've explored so far, don't forget to show your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to Tabletop Mythology, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our latest adventures into the realms of the unknown. Are you ready to discover which myths have captivated the imaginations of generations and stood the test of time? Let's pull back the veil on the most enthralling creatures at the heart of American mythology. At number 3 in our countdown, we confront the enigmatic and feared Skinwalker, a pivotal figure in Navajo folklore. Known as Yi-Naldlushii, which means he who walks on all fours, skinwalkers are not merely shapeshifters, They are malevolent witches who harness the dark arts to manipulate and dominate the natural and supernatural realms. In Navajo culture, the Skinwalker is often regarded as the antithesis of traditional healing methods. While healers aim to restore harmony and health, Skinwalkers invoke discord and sickness. The ability to become a Skinwalker is shrouded in secrecy and sin. It is said that one must commit a profound cultural taboo, such as the murder of a close family member, to unlock the evil powers of witchcraft. Once transformed, these practitioners can assume the likeness of any animal, but they often choose forms that enhance their ability to harm or escape. For instance, turning into a crow allows for swift, unnoticed travel, while embodying a wolf could provide the strength and ferocity needed for attacks. More than just physical transformation, Skinwalkers are believed to absorb or mimic the abilities of the animals they imitate, whether it's the stealth of a puma or the cunning of a fox. Perhaps most disturbingly, they can also impersonate specific individuals, even someone's loved ones, using this guise to infiltrate homes and communities to sow chaos and fear. Skinwalkers also wear the pelts of the animals they transform into, which are considered taboo by traditional Navajo culture, which only uses sheepskin, buckskin and cowhide in its practices. The use of these forbidden pelts is a part of what sets these witches apart from the community, marking them as practitioners of the witchery way. Eyewitness accounts often describe encounters with Skinwalkers as profoundly disturbing, accompanied by feelings of dread and an eerie sense of being watched or followed. Some report hearing knocks on windows or scratching on walls, disturbances believed to be attempts by Skinwalkers to gain entrance to the home and cause harm. The cultural significance of the Skinwalker extends beyond tales of terror. It embodies the struggle between good and evil, serving as a stark reminder of the moral and spiritual consequences of straying from the path of cultural and ethical norms. In contemporary times, the legend of the Skinwalker has transcended local folklore, captivating a broader audience and stirring a mix of fascination and fear that resonates in various forms of media, from books to films. As we peel back the layers of this complex legend, we gain not only a glimpse into the shadowy fringes of human capabilities, but also a profound understanding of the protective and corrective purposes these stories serve within Navajo culture. They're not merely tales of fear, they are narratives of caution, guiding the community through the teachings of tradition and respect for the forces of life and nature. Number 2 on our list uncovers the enigmatic Chupacabra, whose name chillingly translates to goat sucker in Spanish. This creature first emerged from the depths of Latin American folklore in the mid-1990s and has since become a notorious figure in cryptid lore, spreading its dark tale across the American South and beyond. Known for its sinister habit of draining livestock of their blood, the Chupacabra's legacy is marked by fear and fascination. The earliest sightings reported were in Puerto Rico, where alarmed farmers found their animals lifeless, their bodies bearing unusual puncture wounds and drained of blood. These first accounts described a creature right out of a science fiction story, reptilian in appearance, with scaly greenish-grey skin, sharp spines protruding along its back, and intense glowing red eyes that might haunt the darkest of nightmares. As the legend of the Chupacabra migrated northward into Mexico and the United States, its depicted form began to shift. In these regions, it often resembles a bizarre, hairless wild dog, endowed with a prominent spinal ridge, deeply set eye sockets, and menacing fangs and claws. This transformation in appearance across geographies speaks to the creature's adaptability in the collective imagination, yet its defining trait remains a vampiric predator driven by a thirst for blood. The Chupacabra's grip on popular culture is profound and widespread. It has sparked a flurry of media attention, inspiring articles, books, documentaries, and films, each iteration exploring this predator's mysterious nature. The creature taps into deep-seated fears of the unknown and the predatory, representing the wild and uncontrollable forces that encroach upon the domestic and familiar. Skeptics, however, offer more mundane explanations, suggesting that sightings of the Chupacabra may actually be sick dogs or coyotes with mange, their unsettling appearance fueling misidentifications. Moreover, wildlife experts often challenge the reports of blood draining, noting that no known wildlife behavior exactly matches the Chupacabra's alleged methods, suggesting a combination of predation and exaggeration. Yet, despite these rational assessments, the legend of the Chupacabra endures, thriving in a liminal space between science and superstition. This modern myth serves as a potent reminder of our innate need to give name to our fears, to categorize the unexplained, and to grapple with the darker, more unsettling narratives that find their way into the interstices of human understanding and experience. In contemplating the Chupacabra, we encounter not just a cryptid, but a cultural phenomenon, a mirror reflecting our own anxieties about the wild and the unknown, lurking just out of sight, ready to breach the thin veneers of civilization and rationality. And finally, at number 1 on our list, we reach the pinnacle of American folklore with the legendary Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch. This elusive giant captivates the imagination of the public and has enthralled myth-seekers, cryptozoologists, and curious onlookers across not only the United States but the entire globe. Nestled in the heart of countless tales and sightings, Bigfoot is portrayed as a massive, hairy, ape-like creature, residing within the dense, uncharted forests of the Pacific Northwest. The lore surrounding Bigfoot is steeped in rich history, tracing back to the Native American tribes whose stories long predate European settlement. These tribes spoke of powerful forest-dwelling beings known variously across different languages and cultures, each interpretation adding layers to the mystique of this forest giant. Interest in Bigfoot reached a fever pitch in the mid-20th century when a bulldozer operator in Bluff Creek, California, came across a set of large, enigmatic footprints. This discovery set off a media frenzy and solidified Bigfoot as a modern cultural icon. Since then, Bigfoot has been the subject of numerous scientific and pseudoscientific studies, with enthusiasts using everything from footprint casts to thermal imaging in attempts to capture evidence of its existence. Eyewitnesses often recount the creature's deep, intelligent eyes and the unsettling smell that accompanies its appearances, elements that add to its mysterious and primal nature. Beyond anecdotal sightings, the quest for Bigfoot has produced a significant corpus of photographic and video evidence, albeit controversial and debated within scientific circles. The most notable among these, the Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967, shows what appears to be a Bigfoot walking along a riverbank. This film has been analysed and debated endlessly, contributing to the lore while offering no definitive proof. The figure of Bigfoot has transcended mere cryptid status, becoming a symbol of the vast, untamed wildernesses of America, reminding us of the mysteries that might still hide in the deep forests and the shadows of ancient trees. The cultural impact of Bigfoot is immense. It has inspired countless festivals, conferences, dedicated research groups, and even a semi-serious call for its recognition as an endangered species. This fascination reflects not only a curiosity about the creature itself, but also a deeper, enduring allure of the unexplained that pervades human nature. As we conclude our exploration of America's top mythical creatures, Bigfoot stands not merely as a figure of folklore, but as an emblem of the human spirit's unquenchable thirst for discovery and understanding, pushing us to continue our quest into the wild, the untamed, and the unknown. That concludes our eerie expedition through America's top 10 mythical creatures. From the dark, swampy marshlands of the South to the dense, mysterious forests of the Pacific Northwest, from ancient Native American legends to modern-day enigmas that captivate the minds of cryptozoologists and folklore enthusiasts alike, these creatures embody the rich tapestry of America's cultural heritage. Each story, whether whispered in the winds of the plains or echoed through the canyons of the mountains, continues to inspire, terrify, and intrigue us, challenging our understanding of the natural world and the boundaries of our imagination. As we've journeyed together through the realms of the unknown, I hope you found as much fascination and wonder in these tales as I have. Which of these legendary creatures captivated your imagination the most? Was it the elusive Bigfoot with its deep forest secrets? Or perhaps the sinister Skinwalker with its shape-shifting mystique? Maybe the chilling lore of the Wendigo or the enigmatic sightings of the Mothman stirred your curiosity. Drop a comment below to share your thoughts and let us know which mythical creature you find most intriguing or where you would like for us to explore next. Your insights and theories are what make our community of mythology enthusiasts so vibrant and engaging. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed our mythological journey and share it with friends and fellow adventurers. Subscribe to Tabletop Mythology for more tales from the shadowy corners of the world and keep your notifications on to never miss an episode. And until next time, keep your curiosity alive, your adventures wild, and your map to the unknown handy. Remember, the world is filled with mysteries waiting for the brave and the bold to uncover. This is Tabletop Mythology signing off. Stay enchanted and keep exploring.